Yo, this video is a fucking mess. Okay, so first of all, I lost my camera charger, so I can't record anything on my camera until I find that. Second off, I lost that little like top part of my tripod that you fucking tighten the camera on. So whether I had my charger or not, I wouldn't be able to use it. Third, I'm recording on photo booth right now, and whether this is working or not, I don't know. But you can hear me. I did audio tests, so whether you're hearing my fucking built-in audio or this audio, and then you got this lighting, which is just great. It's a desk lamp. This is so fucked. So I can probably move this down. So the SAG Award yo, this is like bad. I don't know. That's probably the best it's gonna get. So the SAG Award nominations came out today, and they were they were something. That's for fucking sure. For starters, I don't know why TNT decided we'll give all of these links that you can watch the stream on, and then none of them worked, and they streamed it on their Facebook page, which they did not say was going to happen, so there was that. And so I didn't watch the stream, but I went back and watched the stream, and let me say that Olivia Munn and whoever she was presenting with are the most annoying people in the fucking world. They're whoever they are, like, they commented after every single nominee. They were like, "Oh, I know him." No one gives a shit. But then we got into the nominations, and oh my god, what the fuck? I guess to start, supposedly the Post and Phantom Thread did not make the screeners for this, which makes sense because lead actor and actress were like had some replacements that you could you could tell where they replaced Tom Hanks and Daniel Day-Lewis, and you could tell where they replaced Meryl Streep. So, but that's not lead actor and lead actress, in my opinion. The SAG Awards, I feel, cemented those nominees. I think the 5 you have in each of those categories are who you're going to be seeing at the Oscars. Not at the SAG Award. I think Tom Hanks will replace Daniel Kaluuya, and I think Daniel Day-Lewis will replace, who's the other, Denzel, and then I think Meryl Streep will replace Judi Dench. I think that's pretty clear cut, and I think it's just kind of that they didn't make the screeners. Where you get into the weird shit is the supporting categories. And when I say weird, boy do I say weird, because, like, wow. I was really expecting the SAG Award nominations to help my predictions and to sort of give me a few more locks that I could work with, but it did not do that at all. It just opened more questions, and I feel like I may have to wait until BAFTA nominations until I actually finalize my predictions because of these. Shit. Oh, I'm putting it upside down. So I guess we'll start with supporting actor, because it was something. So you've got Willem Dafoe, and he's going to be in the Oscars for sure. This, kind of put that in there. And you've got Sam Rockwell. And it looks like Richard Jenkins has been nominated for everything. I haven't seen the movie yet. There's finally showtimes for it, actually. They're finally saying it's coming to a theater right near me on the 21st, Thursday night showings, which is in a week. So I'll be able to see that next Thursday. Thank God. So I guess Richard Jenkins will be in there. But then we had Woody Harrelson for 3 Billboards, and the other one was fucking Steve Carell. All right. Someone commented on my last video saying they enjoy how much I hate Battle of the Sexes, so let me talk about that a little more, because I fucking hate that movie. That movie is so poorly directed and so poorly put together. The acting is not the problem. Steve Carell and Emma Stone are fine in the movie, but they are not nomination-worthy performances. They are okay performances that do not warrant a nomination in any way, shape, or form. That is horseshit. That is horseshit. And if he's nominated for an Oscar, I'm gonna flip my lid. I will fucking go into, because he was nominated for lead at the Golden Globes. So at least I was like, okay, they need to fill 5 comedy musical. That's probably why Ansel Elgort was nominated. But then you've got this like, what the fuck is happening? Because, okay, so they knocked out Armie Hammer, which I think is the big one. There was nobody nominated for Call Me By Your Name in supporting actor. Not even Michael Stuhlbarg, who is oftentimes, like when I'm looking through predictions and websites, he's on that list of top 5. It's him and Armie Hammer both on there. Neither of them showed up. And then now there's still that question in my mind of who takes that 5th spot. I'm relatively confident that Armie Hammer will be nominated. I feel as though they're going to recognize him for this movie in particular. But now the question of who gets the 5th spot is even broader. Will they put Steve Carell in there? Will they put Woody Harrelson in there? Like, maybe they'll double up on 3 billboards, not even Call Me By Your Name. You know, like, it just, there's still so many more questions, and I don't know if BAFTA nominations will help. This might be one where I kind of have to go with my gut on who I think will be nominated, and truth be told, I don't know. I'm absolutely going to have to wait until I see Call Me By Your Name, because I haven't seen that yet, and there's still no show times or anything. So I'm definitely going to have to wait before I see that to make any finalized calls on supporting actor. But I think if you want to look in the locks, you've got Willem Dafoe and Sam Rockwell 100%, and I can't speak much to Richard Jenkins yet simply for the fact that I haven't seen the movie. I have seen Sam Rockwell and Willem Dafoe, but he's been everywhere. I almost thought Michael Shannon would have a better shot, but people seem to be giving him great accolades, and they're saying he's really, really good. So I'd like to see the movie first, and then I'll kind of say whether or not I think that he'll take it or not. Nomination, that is. But yeah, this question of who takes the 5th one now is I don't know. I have no idea. I was watching that thing with my friend, and I was having physical what in the hell reactions to that category. That was so strange. Oh my lord. And then there was supporting actress, which wasn't as weird, but there are definitely some things to talk about. The first one being is Hong Chow. Another movie I have not seen, and I will also be seeing it next week when it comes out here. I figured she was just a Golden Globe nominee, and then we'd probably never see her again. But no, she was here, which I think is probably going to surprise a lot of people. I don't think many people had her predicted still after Downsizing kind of lost its relevancy to be nominated, because Downsizing did lose its relevancy. There was a lot of talk for it in the beginning, but when it got kind of like okay reviews, its odds decreased steadily. But she showed up here again, so maybe she's just that good. I don't know. And again, when I see that movie and do a review on it, I'll be able to comment a little further on that. But there is often like a movie that doesn't get much attention at all, but there's a standout. There's a standout performance in that movie. That's not unheard of. And I think it's a possibility now that she's shown up at the Globes and the SAG Awards. And if she shows up at the BAFTAs, I think it's a fair bet that you'll see her actually in the category. Because she kicked out... who'd she kick out? Like, a lot of... supporting actress is sort of weird for me right now, because you've got people like Leslie Manville and Octavia Spencer and Kristen Scott Thomas. None of those 3 showed up at this. So it doesn't look like Octavia Spencer, like I said in my Golden Globes video, is going to be doing that same thing with Hidden Figures, where she went through all of the award shows and then showed up at the Oscars, even though personally I didn't believe she deserved a nomination for that film. Hidden Figures again, that is. But she was... And then Mary J. Blige showed up again for Mudbound, and the movie was nominated for Best Cast. So that movie, I believe, is starting to gain more potential to be nominated for supporting actress. If you look at the Golden Globes, it really wasn't nominated for anything else other than Best Original Song. So I find it hard to believe that its reach would extend outside Mary J. Blige. If she does end up being nominated, which as time goes on, I think her odds are increasing. And I think even if the Academy is like, oh, well, we don't want to award a Netflix film, I think they're going to, these nominations are sort of going to focus their attention on her maybe and go, well, she's good enough to the point where I keep saying I'm going to watch. I don't know why I have this problem with like not being able to sit down and watch this, like a movie on Netflix. I think I just keep forgetting about it. I don't know, like, it's just because it's, like, not in theaters, so it doesn't feel like, you know, I don't know. It's a weird thing. I keep forgetting to watch that movie. I'll definitely watch it soon, though. But if she really is that good and she keeps getting the attention she's been getting, I think, yeah, maybe she will show up. Holly Hunter showed up here, which she didn't at the Golden Globes, and then there was the other two, which I think are locks, are Laurie Metcalf and Allison Janney. I think there's absolutely no dispute that the two of them will be nominated. I think they're kind of going to go head to head for who wins. But I personally, right now, I know a lot of people are giving the edge to Laurie Metcalf. I think Allison Janney is going to take it as of right now. Because I saw Lady Bird. I haven't seen I, Tonya yet because it's not out here yet. But I don't know, man. She looked damn good in that trailer. And it's hard to judge because they're both performances that the Oscars kind of like in supporting actress. So I don't know. But if something like Mudbound, if they even do go, well, fuck it, it's a Netflix movie, we're not going to award it at all, then I think you have to start looking out for people like Octavia Spencer or Kristen Scott Thomas. I think those are possibilities to actually show up because those are performances the Academy likes. Kristen Scott Thomas especially is I think, kind of an underdog to look out for. That is a kind of performance the Oscars love. Someone who's only in a select few scenes, but every time they come in it, they're a powerhouse. And they kind of rise to the level almost of the lead actor, which is Gary Oldman, and that's a hard point to reach. And Kristen Scott Thomas, I would argue, was like just as good in the scenes that she was fantastic. So I do think she could be like someone who kind of comes straight out of left field when it comes to the Oscars. I wouldn't completely rule that out. But supporting actress was nowhere near as off or weird for me as supporting actor. That was just all over the place for me. And then I don't have anything to say about the lead categories. I think what this has done is actually cemented the 5. I wish the Post and Phantom Thread had made screeners because then I could say that with 100% certainty. But maybe, I mean, this definitely says good things for Daniel Kaluuya and Denzel as like 6th and 7th to maybe like if someone does get kicked, like if Tom Hanks gets fucked again, like he got fucked for Captain Phillips, then maybe one of the two of them will take the spot. If the Academy is really, really looking to award Get Out as much as I think they're going to, maybe they will throw Daniel Kaluuya in there. I think that'd be insane, but like I think it's a possibility. Or you know they love Denzel, so maybe they'll throw Denzel in there. Although I don't think that movie has enough going for it. I don't think anyone really got around to seeing that movie. I think it kind of flew under the radar a little bit, and I don't think it campaigned enough to get Denzel nominated. I think Get Out is certainly more of a shot. I would say Daniel Kaluuya above Denzel Washington for that. But then you could say the same thing about Downsizing, but the thing that hits me with that is it's Alexander Payne, and with the history of the Academy Awards, we know that they will see Alexander Payne films and consider them in a lot of nomination categories. This one, obviously, SAG Awards don't help me with screenplay or director or picture because they're all acting awards, but this was an interesting one, very interesting one to look at when it came to performance awards, especially in the supporting categories. And I'm going to keep working on my list of predictions. I do have an ongoing list, but I need more at this point. I was hoping this would allow me to release my predictions a little earlier than I had anticipated, but it's made me realize I need to see Shape of Water, I need to see Call Me by Your Name, I need to see BAFTA nominations probably before I can make any real calls as to what I think could be nominated. And I need to watch Mudbound. So, yeah, and you'll know when I see all those, like, once all those reviews are out, you'll know my nominations are probably coming pretty soon. I'll be able to see Downsizing and Shape of Water next week. I will be able to see Mudbound whenever my dumbass realizes that I can watch it whenever I want. And I will be able to see Call Me By Your Name at an unknown date because there are no show times for it still. Same with I, Tonya. Woo! I love living in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's awesome. So, what did you guys think about these insane nominations? Do you think they're insane like I do, or do you not? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, look out for those reviews that I mentioned. BAFTA nominations are, I have it written down, they are January 9th, and those are also after the Golden Globes, which in my opinion does not help at all. I don't think who wins Golden Globes is a great precursor in any way, shape, or form, to be perfectly honest with you. Unless they're like a lock-in and they just win, which was kind of the deal with last year a lot. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.